Good morning, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at 510 North Kutch Street here in Carlton. Currently, we are going through the clean out here off the detached ADU. Dropped into a 3-inch ABS clean out that's kind of kitty corner to the rear left corner of the ADU. That's as you face, I describe everything as you're facing the property from Kutch, looking straight out the front of this. So anyway, I've advanced out to 37 feet here. I was kind of test running this at first just to make sure I was indeed dropping into sewer. And it is indeed sewer. I'm running water right now from the main home as well as the attached ADU. I can hear the water audibly going through the clean out. More specifically, the clean out that's off the attached ADU. We're sitting very close to that right now. So we're checking the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer lines here. I just put some more water down the line. This line was bone dry when I first got here, so I've now put 4 or 5 gallons of water down the pipe. So where we're sitting currently, I was planning on just doing a reverse inspection until I ran into some gunk up here, and this may just be dirt. But where we're sitting right now is about 3 feet from the clean out that's off the attached ADU that's connected to the main home. Right before we get to that clean out, ran into a bunch of gunk sitting in the line. Anyway, this right here, I think we've now gone, I think we're now underneath the clean out. Yep, there it is, tying in right there. Anyway, I wanted to at least show that here so you can see that the line may very well need some cleaning. It might also just need consistent water flow going through it. This ADU right now that we're going through does not have any fixtures hooked up. So, with the gunk sitting in the line like this, damming the pipe up, makes it a little harder to assess standing water scenarios because there is debris dams in the pipe at the moment. I'm doing my darndest here, but this isn't a drain cleaning implement. And I don't like using the camera that way. So anyway, I bust that up well enough that water can at least go flying through there. You can see it flowing now. And we'll see how this kind of clears out here. We're going to move over to that other clean out here in just a second. But this may need some cleaning, and or at least someone needs to run a garden hose through here for a while to see if that stuff will clear out. One of the two. Ideally, though, you want to do that in conjunction with a camera. But it looks like, for the most part, things are draining reasonably well here. It's just that one location there is it's gunked up. And it may just be dirt from the install process. I don't know if these lines have really been used much. I can tell there is a little bit of standing water in the line here. Again, it's hard to completely assess the line, though, until I know that there's no obstructions in the flow line. But it does look like you have a level of bellying going on here. Thus far, doesn't look ultra significant. But there is standing water there. And, you know, that, depending on how often this particular unit is used, that can have varying effects on functionality. You got some more back in here, too. So, ideally, I'd like to see this stretch of pipe cleared out here, just so we know how much standing water there is. You know, if it's something that's going to be used very infrequently, like when guests are over here and there, that kind of standing water is not ultra concerning. Under consistent use, a little more potential there for blockages to occur. So where I typically start recommending repairs on bellies is once there's an inch of water for at least 5 feet. This one does not appear to have an inch of water, but you have consistent standing water throughout a longer stretch of pipe, which can have, in some cases, a similar effect as deeper water for a shorter section of pipe. It's just the amount of resistance that stuff has to fight through to get from A to B. So, anyway, I'll show this really quick here where we just went from, just so you can visualize it. So this is the detached ADU that's not finished yet. We just ran over there towards the main house. There's a clean out right over there. We went just past that and stopped. I'm going to move the camera over to that point now.